You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories right now. And topping the list for us tonight, a list. One we're getting to see after more than a year of waiting. It is the list of candidates who are in the running for Knoxville Police Chief. Mayor India Kincannon last year chose new Chief Paul Noel from the list of 39 names to fill the job held by Chief Eve Thomas before she retired last spring. The city hired a private search firm, Police Executed Research Forum, to help in the hiring process. Now, 37 of the 39 candidates were men. The only women, Captain Jerry Sutton from Chattanooga and Deputy Chief Heather Morris from the Miami, Florida Police Department. 9 of the candidates were African American. 8 candidates were from Tennessee. 3 of those were internal applicants from within the department. So why does this list matter? Well, it has to do with the scrutiny surrounding hiring a police chief and the decision to bring in that private search firm. Being private, it can create a layer of separation between open government rules and the process, meaning the public might not get to see who was in the running or how the list got whittled down. In this case, the American Civil Liberties Union sent a letter asking for greater transparency for diverse candidates, more public input, and candidates who would address issues like racism and sexism. At the time, the city countered that it had gathered public input and formed a public advisory committee. And the mayor's office argued the upsides of a private firm, like getting access to a wider pool of candidates from across the country, and that the firm had specialty knowledge in the issues connected with the law enforcement profession. Now, putting the list out today, Mayor Kincannon put out a statement saying that she asked the research firm to reach out to the candidates to get their clearance since they had been promised anonymity in the process. Kincannon saying, quote, "Now with the applicant's permission and PERF's records in hand, I am sharing these documents with those members of the media who have requested more information on the KPD chief selection process." Our next Big 7 story for you, a big mystery. What happened to a man from Florida? Still missing and still the subject of a search effort in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We told you about Gordon Kay's disappearance last week. Rangers say Kay is an experienced hiker, camper, hunter, and had reserved some areas there for the next 14 days to camp. Well, the search is focused in and around the Deep Creek Campground with 29 other agencies assisting rangers with the Smokies. Walden's Creek Volunteer Fire Department is one of those agencies assisting in the search and says the first few days really are the most crucial.
Most search and rescue teams, they try to get out there and find them within, like I said, the first 72 hours. And then after that, it's more of a prolonged and grueling process of just being very thorough and finding if you've not found any evidence or any, I guess, clues, you just want to find like clues or evidence, something that would point you in the direction they're at.
If you have any information on Kay's whereabouts, you are asked to please call the Great Smoky Mountains National Park's dispatch. The phone number for you is 865-436-1230. Our next big story answers about a deadly crash. Tonight, we know the names of both the person killed and the person facing charges. First, the person killed, Edwin Charles. Knoxville police say Charles was 22 and lived in Knoxville. Investigators say that Charles was a passenger in the car that hit a utility pole. Knoxville police getting the call around 3 in the morning Sunday near Fisher Place. Charles died at UT Medical Center. The driver of the car has been identified as 21-year-old Carter McAdoo. He is charged with vehicular homicide and driving under the influence. The crash, by the way, is still under investigation tonight. Our next big story, a push to tackle growing mental health issues facing East Tennessee children. East Tennessee Children's Hospital is telling us about the need and their effort to do something about it as they launch a special initiative and call on the public now to help provide resources that it will need. The scope of the problem is outlined in a letter from Children's Hospital to the McNabb Center. Hospital leaders report behavioral health visits to the emergency room are up 95%. Children's Hospital points to a national mental health crisis among kids backed up by more unsettling stats. According to a recent study by the Pediatric Health Information System, 1 in 5 kids will struggle with mental health issues, and nearly 50% of children who go to an emergency room with mental health problems and don't receive proper care attempt suicide within the next 6 months. Children's Hospital Vice President Ron Phillips talking about the initiative with us today, outlining how the problem is showing up in ways that you would be hard-pressed to imagine, telling us that even elementary school students are feeling such stress that some are considering taking their own young lives.
Mental health has been here forever. We've known that, but we've watched a significant increase over the last 3 years. And as that continued to increase, there were fewer and fewer places for us to have children placed for long-term, so they're boarding in our emergency room and in our hospital. And boarding just means we're not providing the care they need, we're just giving a safe place to be. So as that number continues to rise, we knew we had to do something different. The younger children, which make up another large piece of it, we had a really significant spike right before the standardized testing exams occurred this year. Kind of caught all of us a little bit by surprise because that's the pressure that those kids were under in 3rd grade to pass their exam. They were telling us, I don't want to be held back.
Phillips tells us money donated to the hospital for this project will in part support the universal mental health screening that's already standard for the hospital, checking for signs of depression, mental illness, and behavior issues for any patient over the age of 12. Other offerings the hospital has in place range from placing a child psychiatrist in the emergency department, offering cognitive behavioral therapies, and setting up the state's first crisis stabilization unit directed to children and their families. Now, if you would like to donate to the Children's Hospital Mental Health Fund, you will find a link posted on our website at WATE.com. Our next Big 7 story for you tonight, a busy morning for rural metro firefighters, starting with a house fire on East Emory Road in North Knox County. Fire crews there getting to the scene, finding the garage on fire with flames spreading rapidly to the attic. Rural Metro describes its efforts as an aggressive attack, which the department says helped limit the amount of damage caused to the living area. Most of it contained to the garage. Now, no one was hurt. Rural Metro tells us the family living there was out of town. Not long after, Rural Metro fire crews had to rush over to Longmire Road. That's in the Luttrell community. We're told the fire was noticed in its early stages by neighbors, allowing crews to get a grip on it before the flames caused too much damage. Next to 7, a big shakeup in Governor Bill Lee's cabinet. Tennessee Education Commissioner Dr. Penny Schwinn announced today that she will be stepping down. Governor Lee will hand the reins over to Lizette Gonzalez Reynolds, the Vice President of Policy for Excel in Ed, an educational nonprofit with a policy goal of introducing more charter schools. Now, the future commissioner herself wrote a blog post about how states should use COVID relief funding to bankroll them. Some state leaders expressed their concerns with the quick turnover.
What I know about Governor Lee is that he's very committed to improving educational outcomes in the state, as are we in the General Assembly, and I'm confident that we can work with whoever the governor designates to be the next commissioner.
The main thing for me is I want to keep an open mind, but at the end of the day, my #1 goal is no matter where a student lives, no matter the zip code, no matter the grand division, they can go to a well-funded public school.
The new commissioner will be sworn in July 1st. Governor Lee just sending out a statement in the last few minutes saying Reynolds has, quote, significant education policy, expertise, and leadership make her well suited to continue our work to deliver a high quality education and expand school choice for Tennessee students. Speaking of Governor Lee, tonight he is offering another clue about his plan to call a special session on public safety, school safety, and gun laws. The special called session to discuss gun reform in Tennessee will have to wait, though, until after July 4th. That's what Governor Lee is saying this week. Now, last week, he called for the special session after lawmakers ended the regular session without any discussion of the topic. Lee's office has said he offered dates from May through August. The governor has proposed the creation of a temporary mental health order of protection, which aims to keep guns away from people who could harm themselves or others.